Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. Today we're going to meet Jay. Hi Jay.
Hey Bob, how are you?
And then a enormous rig. So this should be very, very interesting. So Jay, I guess the rig is the big story here. Tell us a little bit about you. How long have you been on the road? Are you full-time, part-time?
Full-time. I've got a piece of property in Georgia, but I'm full hookup there. So that's where I live, in my vehicle. I live in here. Yeah, I've been living in here since May 31st of 2022. And I lived in a camper before that. I had a 75 Yellowstone. I loved it, loved it, loved it. I never thought I'd get rid of it. Then one day, the police auction came up, and I saw this in the flyer, and I told my brother, I said, we got to go look at that. Because I've always loved the different stuff, like your ambulance. I love that. I love the schoolies. I've always kind of wanted to make something, something out of nothing. So we went to the auction, and it was scary, but we got it.
So it was, what were the police doing with it?
It was their command center. That's, if you see on TV, a lot of times when things are going wrong, there's always a command center, in the background or whatever. I think they're big straight trucks now, but they were buses. And up front had 8 offices, and there were 4 offices, 8 people sat there. And then in the very back is a conference center and the conference room, and I guess that's where they saved the world, made their decisions. So it came with an 8K generator on the front. And then on the side, it's got a 12K.
Oh my goodness.
Generator. This stuff I couldn't afford. If I built the school, I couldn't afford to do it.
So do you mind if I ask how much you paid for it?
Yes. My brother, he went with me. He was working in Florida, and he lives in a Ford Connect part-time. And he said, come on up. He said, I'll help you. So the auction started, and there was one bidder over there for $20,000, because I thought I'd maybe get it for $20,000, $30,000. And my brother pushed me in the front of the crowd. I'm standing like this close to the spotter, and we just kept going. And I was so excited, I was probably bidding against myself, Bob.
Yeah.
I probably bought it twice. And ended up paying $60,000.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Only 12,000 miles on it.
Oh, my goodness. So you have a piece of land in Georgia, and you're living in it on the land?
Yes.
And still working?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then heading towards retirement?
I'll be 62 this year. I'm not sure. I think as long as I can work and as long as I feel good, I might as well, work a little bit and do some stuff.
More money in the pocket?
Yeah. Yeah, just kind of keep it going like that while I feel good.
And I saw some of your pictures from what it looked like before. You've had to have painted it, right?
It was a full wrap. It had all that painting was a full wrap. So the full wrap was taken off, and that's why the paint looks so new.
Yeah.
It's a 2004.
Who makes the coach?
The frame is Freightliner, the whole frame, and then it's a Tsunami.
Tsunami.
I think it's by Forest River. So I think that's what started off with the fiberglass shell.
Okay.
And then when they brought it in, I assumed they, made it into offices. And it's got a beautiful bathroom in it. No shower, but it's got an outdoor shower, which works great. Hot water. I think they said it was like $1.3 million.
To buy that? Oh, my.
To build that and get it.
So, folks, I think the big lesson here is to watch out for government auctions, federal, state, and local, county. They're all constantly doing auctions, getting rid of their old stuff. Ambulances, for one. How was it getting insurance on it?
It's got a bathroom in it, so it's still considered as an RV.
You've got the whole plumbing.
Yep, got the whole plumbing. It's got a beautiful bathroom in it. So when they looked up the VIN number, it just kind of came up as an RV. As an RV.
This was an RV, so there was no issues converting it. If you're going to anytime you're going to buy a commercial vehicle, get a VIN, find an insurance agent, and make sure you can get insurance and how much it'll cost. Don't buy any commercial vehicle until you do so. This was an RV, it was no issue. Well, Jay, is it okay if we take a look at it?
Man, I'm excited.
Okay, let's go take a look at this.
Come on in, guys.
All right. That's huge.
It is so big. Yeah, it's bigger than what I need, I'm telling you. I didn't expect it. When these slides are out, from this wall to this wall is like almost 13 feet.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's like so big, so big. I mean, I love it. But I'm by myself. Don't need this much room, but it's wonderful. I've still got a lot more work to do, a lot more kind of making it more of a home and softer stuff, But there was four desks here. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8 people sat right here. This was the whole office area. And look at all the original cabinets.
Yeah.
I mean, it's built very well.
So you have the generator running. You must not have solar yet.
Don't have solar yet. On my camper, I had solar, everything from Battleborn. I had the batteries and everything. But yeah, I want to do solar because I got a great spot up on the roof. It's wonderful, but gosh, I got 2 generators. Right?
You've done some amazing work.
Yeah.
Really comfortable. You know, you can see, you can have a party in here, no problem.
Yeah. I real leather seats, you know, in 2004. You know, they're not going to give that to you anymore.
No.
They're not going to do it. They're all power. This one, you know, this comes up, you know, for your feet. And I did put this in so I can call the back, you know, call the back just for fun, you know. But this was the command center. Mm-hmm. So when I got it, I was born in 61. So I call it Commando 61. Uh-huh. And everybody's like, what? I said, and that's why I got the badge and everything on it, you know. So I just kind of said Commando 61. So these are car tags here, you know. I'm looking for, I need 2 more. So they're all 1961s. The cockpit here, it's just crazy. I mean, look at all the switches and the buttons, and they had the CB radio, and it's a weather radio also. Got the police radio with the siren and all the bells and whistles.
And so you didn't get a lot of kitchen here. No, you must have a fridge somewhere.
Right here. We had to cut a hole and put a fridge here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's my sink there. Kind of did a prep table. You know, like I said, it eats up space so quick.
Yeah.
So, you know, did the sink here, did another kind of prep table here. This is the toolbox. You know, over here, I did the live edge stuff, just kind of like what everybody else does in the schoolies and the vans.
That's a beautiful piece of wood.
You know, it's pecan, and we put it together.
So how are you cooking?
I've got the
just a.
I got this here.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I got a stove, propane stove, and oven, and everything on the outside.
Right.
So now you know it's been cold lately, but normally I like to be outside and, you know, do the cooking and stuff. So that's where it's more fun. So.
Right.
But when it's cold or rainy, I got a little hot plate right there.
Right.
This here was all the communication centers on both sides. So I just kind of ripped all that out and just kind of put some of my food and stuff in there, and we cut a hole for a refrigerator. Because, you know, there was no refrigerators or anything here, and it's actually a pretty good refrigerator. And this is a 12 volt.
Wow.
You know, it's 12 volt running on batteries, and the only reason I'm leaving the generator running is to show you that table later. I've got 4 Battleborn batteries.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to redo this one day. I just kind of put this in there for my heater. It works, but I like that little wood stove that a lot of people put in the schoolies.
That was a great idea.
I love that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to work something out, and then maybe have propane, you know, something. But this will be really pretty one day. And here's my bathroom. And
so this is all still original?
This is original, yeah. Porcelain toilet.
Porcelain toilet in an RV.
And the wood quality to me is just, I mean, it's really built nice.
That's exceptional.
I mean, yeah, it's... I mean, my brother Jared, I mean, he's a carpenter. He builds tiny house. He can build anything. I wouldn't want to use him to death to make this quality of work. But, I mean, it's just quality. It's just beautiful wood, you know. Here's the communication room that was full of wires, and there's still quite a few wires in there. If you can look, like up in here, the whole coach is just full of wires.
Right.
All that's wires. I left some of the stuff in there, like back in there. And
my ambulance is exactly the same way. Nowhere near this elaborate, but yes.
This is the original conference table. Mm-hmm. And what it was, though, it was built here solid. You know, it wouldn't move or anything. And then up in here, it had big TV and tons of monitors all over the place. Just tons of monitors. So I was looking for a picture to put up there, and I found the Arizona sunset. So I put that decal on there, so just to kind of clean it up a little bit, because there's no windows back here. So, and then here is the this is the way they would come in.
Oh, right. There's a back door.
Yeah, when they did the conference. And,
right.
I'm going to make this another bedroom. Let's hope it works.
So there's another bed.
Yeah.
Huge table or a bed?
Or a bed. And I sit back here a lot. It's wonderful. I need a lot of elbow room anyway, so it works out pretty good. But
Good.
These file cabinets were up front in between the desk on each side. So I robbed Peter to pay Paul on a lot of that stuff. I mean, why go buy file cabinets? There was a microwave here. Of course, I put that in. And then this coffee maker was here. It looks like they never used it. It's all original. Crime scene tape. I'll keep that forever. So.
Yeah.
And then back in the day, they had a refrigerator here, but this is a freezer. So this is running off the inverter / Battleborn batteries. I was used to my 18-foot camper. So when I first bought it, I'm like, oh my gosh, is that far back? I was a little claustrophobic, you know, to be like so far back. So I decided to build a bed here. So what I do every night, I got to take these blocks out because if you see the slide is 3.5 inches high.
Yeah.
So what I got to do every night, I do this. And I had this made in Atlanta, you know, at a Murphy bed place.
Oh.
And normally, you know, they're vertical. So right. I come in there and said, no, we got horizontal ones. So I ordered these. Took me 3 months to get it. And they come out and they installed it and did the whole thing for me. So put this like this. And I can put them blocks there. Just like that. Just to make it level and nice.
Like you didn't have enough room,
yeah.
So your bed had to disappear.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I could have just kept it here. So I sleep like
you wouldn't want that.
No, I sleep like a baby. And then this was in my camper, you know, at the time, you know, the Betty's beds. They're really wonderful there. So, but yeah, sleep very good. I always wanted to sleep here, so if things do go down, I can get on the police radio and scream and scare them out of the way.
You got it in.
Yeah. But so wonderful because it really, I don't need the room, but wow, does it save the room?
Yeah. Well, it's a mansion in here.
Yeah. It's something else.
I mean, you could have a party with a dozen people without the slightest problem.
Oh yeah.
Well, it looks like you have an enormous amount of storage outside. Let's take a look at that.
Great. This one here, now I'm just really shocked. Now this is what it come with.
Yeah.
It's got 100-gallon fresh water.
Wow.
And I'm just impressed, Bob, where 19 years ago they had 3 filters, because everybody's kind of talking about that now, you know, about your filter system. But I mean, 19 years ago they had 3 filters, so very impressed with that. 100 gallons, I can go forever.
Yeah.
Ever and ever and ever. This one here, of course, they're all empty, other than that, and, you know, a couple of the shower stuff. I put this in.
So there's your outdoor kitchen.
My outdoor kitchen. You pull this out, and yeah, here's where I cook.
And it goes all the way through.
Yep.
Wow. That's a lot of space.
And it's so wonderful. Like a day like today, wow, you'd be outside cooking and no wind, and then I can just put it away and close it up. This one here is tons of storage. I had a popcorn machine for 20 years, and I was good because I sold everything. Really, I sold it all. I sold my soul to get the bus. You know? And but I kept the popcorn machine, so that comes out. So I can do popcorn.
Well, you'll be very popular when you get out on the road.
Yeah.
People want to camp with you.
Yeah. And then this one here opens. I mean, I'm just impressed with all the storage. I mean, it's slap full, but it's okay, you know.
Yeah. Boy, that is huge.
And you know, I think you said in your video one time, you know how you kind of grab everything?
Right.
And then a year or so later, you realize, I don't need half of this, or, you know, I don't use it. So I'm kind of in that stage now, kind of getting rid of a few things. But right now, I got room, so I'm going to keep it.
Good.
So here is some of the plumbing stuff and all that. I guess signatures of people that worked on it back in the day, or maybe built it. This was the conference, you know, they lived it up, went in a conference room here. Right. Really nice. I really enjoy, thankfully, I love it where it's got 2 doors on the side.
That is so unique.
You cannot find that. I don't know anybody who's got it, and it's wonderful. Here's the batteries. And you got the 4 Battleborns with heaters. Here's the engine right here.
Yeah.
It's a 6-cylinder turbo Cummins diesel.
Beauty. Then you're not going to beat Cummins.
No. And I'm telling you, it's crazy power. I'm not a fast driver, but
it's there if you want it.
It wants to go. Yep. The trailer hitch came with it, 10,000-pound hitch.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're sure eventually you'll be towing a car.
Yeah, I'm gonna give me a tow dolly maybe or something. I'm not sure yet. That's just the fan and the engine right there. Right. Here's the shower setup that came with it. There's my shower there. Oh. Got hot and cold water. It's wonderful. I'm telling you, it is so great. It's got a 100-gallon fresh water, 60-gallon black, 60-gallon gray.
Wow.
Look at this. 3 50-amp plugs.
Wow.
3 of them. This was the surprise right here. A 12K generator.
Wow.
I mean, those two together, like I said, I couldn't afford those. I couldn't afford to put those in a bus. I couldn't do it.
No.
You can't do it.
It would just cost, but it's a whole bunch of money.
Yeah, yeah. And it's a 150-gallon fuel tank, and they all run off the same fuel tank.
Right.
So. And this is where all my fuse is, and we hope we never have to go in there.
Yes.
This is running right now. This is the 8K. Of course, it came with it. I mean, that's still pretty big.
Yeah, that's plenty.
You know, a lot of them come with a 7K, and so this got an 8K in the front and a 12K in the side. And there's my Commando 61 invention there. I stop at the fuel stations, and I'm thinking people are going to come up and talk to me about it. And they see that badge and they go, they go the other way. All these lights were red, white, and blue strobe lights. Mm-hmm. And at the auction, they just cut them, pulled them. I mean, big holes everywhere. You know, they don't care about stuff. And that you can't have the red, white, and blue. So that was all original. And the whole roof is diamond plate walkboard, the whole roof.
Jay, do you have any social media? People could go and check you out.
I'm real new at that, but I do have, it's JAYS _ Commando 61. That's on Instagram. So,
on Instagram.
You know, I've got a lot of pictures, a lot of video of me doing the tear out. I just haven't put it on there yet.
So Jay, thanks so much for sharing your home with us. It's just gorgeous. I'm really stunned and amazed at how wonderful it is. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bob. Take care.
So folks, if you got anything out of this video, if you enjoyed it and you just envied it the whole time you were here, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll talk to you later. Bye now.